And then I can send you the link so you can send the link there.
Yes, please.
It's going live on YouTube. Let's
Okay, I got it already.
wait. The link?
Yes.
Just mute your phone. Okay. There are some people that are here already. Did you get the link already?
Yeah, I sent it to them.
And this one is gonna go like this forever. So just
Yes,
tell
you
people
can.
to move.
You can.
Now we're just sharing the hello guys for you who are here.
Hi.
We are just figuring out our technology. So just a second. Now we are posting it on Patreon and Facebook so everyone can find the link because the other one was the wrong link. So there's that. So just give us a little second so we can share it with everyone so people can actually find the link. It was my bad. I'm the worst with technology. Happens to me all the time.
It was exactly 11:11 West Coast time that went live. So
Yeah, so I think it's kind of perfect. So I'm gonna do it like this so we can
So I
see
can see
us
more
and you can
the
see
chat.
the chat.
Okay.
So I think
There are
everything
still
is
19
working.
people there, and I'm
Of
trying. You
course.
need to delete the other one. Can you do this?
Did you send the link already?
Yes.
Let me see if I can. Sorry about that, guys. That's just me being
Yeah.
like, can't even say what's me with technology. We will be with you in a second.
Okay. Just go to our channel, and you can see there.
This is the one that I should delete, right? How do I even do it? I'm gonna do it, okay?
Yes. See what happens here.
Okay. There's a lot of people here already, so I think it's kind of working,
Yeah.
which is good.
Okay. Did you share on Facebook?
Yep.
Okay. And Patreon?
Yep.
Okay. So
I think so.
I think we are ready.
Hello, guys. So now we're on. I'm so sorry for all the technology. We were just talking a minute ago. Like every time we think we are so ready, and we never are. I don't know why
I
this
don't know what
happens.
happens.
I don't know. So every time it's like, okay, so we have everything ready,
Yeah.
and then you have like an emergency pee,
Yeah.
and you have to run to the bathroom
Just
because
because, like,
that's life. So
what happened today, we are so used to go live just through YouTube.
yeah,
That's what we do every time. But now, as we are with Elizabeth, we need to go through Zoom, and then it generates another link because we can't use the existing one. So
yeah.
we had to change.
Sorry about all
Sorry
the
about
mess that we
that.
caused, but
Yeah.
anyhow. So thank you for being here. Um, I'm pretty sure you know both of us already, but I think we should do this more often because sometimes people can be watching for the first time or they can be, and we never say our
Yeah,
name.
this
So
one is
I'm Annie
public.
and this is
I'm
Flavia.
Flavia.
Yes, we are from Lightworker 613, and today we are with our beautiful, loving sister, Elizabeth Shiver from Divine Creatrix. So do you want to introduce yourself, Elizabeth?
I think that was a pretty good introduction, and I'm so happy to be here.
Yes, so Elizabeth is such a powerful channel herself. And today we're going to bring Yeshua and Heylal. She's going to do majorly Yeshua, and I'm bringing Heylal this time. But we kind of know how this works. Sometimes they just,
Yeah.
act as they want, and we'll see how
Sometimes
everything
others
plays
show up.
out. Yeah. And we were discussing if we wanted to do a trans channel or if you want to just clear conduit and answer your question and allow them to talk but not being trans because it's the first time that we do this together and we kind of wanted to experience a little bit of this with you guys first. So what do you think about it, Elizabeth, that we just talk a little bit and then see what people have to say and then we go into
Yeah.
trans and we answer the questions?
I'm up for anything.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Something fun that I must say about clear conduit is that you can share what they are showing you, like if they are making, I don't know, a funny face or something like that, just an example.
Yeah.
So that because they don't describe themselves, they're like, oh, I'm wearing this or that.
Yeah.
So
And also, I have more fun because I can,
yeah.
I'm aware of what's happening because when I'm in trance, I don't see anything and I'm not even here.
Yeah.
Last time that I channeled Yeshua, he opened my eyes,
Yeah.
and I remember that he did because I remember him asking me permission to do so, but I don't remember seeing anything. It's all still black, and it's
Hmm.
so, so, so weird
It's so
because,
funny.
well, yeah, we are not this body. So
Yeah.
that was interesting.
I've had some interesting experiences. I usually do queer conduit instead of trance because I see so many things and it's
Yeah.
fun to describe what you're seeing. And it was
Yeah.
interesting with Yeshua, like he'll tell me when he changes my eyes to his, and people are like, oh, your eyes changed color.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool when you're aware of it.
Yeah, totally. So let's do it a little bit like that now. And if we feel the need to trans, we can do it and we can let them
Yeah.
decide also. Heylal hasn't said anything. He's just here for the party as
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 always.
he is. And yeah, so let's check what people
Yeah.
are talking about in chat.
Today not as yellow.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
We changed
We changed the
the
lighting and
lighting
as you know, us and talking
again.
technology.
um, do I have to come to Yeshua or could he come to me?
He's always there. There is no separation. But what do you hear from him, Elizabeth?
He's always with us, with everyone.
Yeah. And I love when people ask him that sometimes and he says, I'm the guest that never leaves. So if you invite him, if you let him in, oh, he's just gonna be there
Mm.
because that's him. He loves being with us.
Yes.
He'll hang out at the grocery store,
Yeah. In the
restaurants, he
bathroom,
goes anywhere.
no manners. So you can invite him. You can invoke him if you want. You can say, I invoke the I am in me to connect with the essence of Yeshua ben
Mm.
Joseph, and then just allow whatever it is that comes to you. And that goes for any being that you're willing to connect with.
Yeah. Hyen is asking, is there a book that Heylal and Yeshua recommends I read for my fear of power?
What do you get, Elizabeth?
Nothing specific on books.
Mm-hmm. Heylal is saying the Sophia Code. That's going to be a good one for you. Specifically, some parts of the Sophia Code, the Magdalenas and the Dragon, Sophia, and Kuan Yin. Those are the activations that are going to be most beneficial for you right now. And Yeshua is showing me the the way of mastery,
That's yes.
right?
That was what I was getting.
Yeah, the way of mastery by Jaham. I think that's his name.
Mm.
He's awesome.
Such a great book.
Yeah.
Mm. I'm so tired today. Tried to sit in the sunlight at 11:11 for a few minutes. Didn't last long because it was so hot. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm feeling a little tired today as well.
Today I'm okay, but I've been feeling super, super tired lately as the portal was opening, I'll say, and as the energies were shifting, I was feeling so, so drained, and there's just so much information that comes forward that sometimes I feel like I need just a time, just to chill for a second. But today I'm feeling okay. What about you, Elizabeth? How do you feel about today's energies?
I was so tired. I went to bed at 8 last night, which
Wow.
was really unusual. I was just out. I wanted to share a reminder that even if it's overcast or gray, no matter what the weather is doing, the portal is open, the
Mm-hmm.
codes are coming through, especially with that full moon kind of
Yeah.
tonight, early tomorrow. It's, very strong, even if you can sit by a window or a few minutes in nature.
Yeah,
There's no
absolutely.
way not to be
Yeah, absolutely. There's no way that you could hide. Yeah, there's no way that you can hide from the energies. So yeah, and I think that everyone is experiencing it differently. And there's a lot of information on the portal also, but we can talk about that if you want.
He's showing me like a fuzzy blanket.
It's
He's like,
like,
don't worry, you're not missing out.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. We've got a few people asking for a message from Heylal. Is there anything you'd like to share at this point?
He's saying, as we have been talking about for a while, to whoever is willing to hear, you create your reality by every thought, by every breath, and by every feeling. And everything you put your intention on, it grows and expands. And as you created this opportunity today as what you call a portal, it simply means it's a culmination of everything that you have been manifesting, powered by 1,000, a million. Everything that is no longer serving in your present awareness can be let go of, it can be purged, it can be simply dissolved. And everything that is loving is expanded, heightened, if you will. And as with everything else on earth and on your dream, you can use this energy however you want. What does it mean for you personally? How does it feel in your body? Now is the time to embrace, acknowledge, and accept the physicality as one with you. We see so many talking about oneness and focusing only in what you call spiritual, the ethereal field of you. But how can oneness separate anything? The body is God, the ego is God, the thoughts, the feelings, the sensations, the emotions, they are all expressions of God within your dream. Your choice of embracing them is what changes what you call a timeline, what you call your reality. Not with capital R, but the beautiful reality you create every single day for you in this physicality. So, my message to you would be at this point, embrace the physicality as a physical manifestation of the God that you are. Yes, you are not the body. You are in a body. And why, you say? Simply because you can. Life is simple unless you decide complicating it. And she's saying, I'll stop talking. Like, we have more questions. He's so loving, by the way. I love Heylal so much.
We've got a
And
question.
of course, Yeshua always wants to.
Oh, sure.
Oh yeah, he was saying that. I'm sorry, I didn't communicate
Yeah.
that. He was saying I will give the stage to Yeshua now because he has something that he wants to say.
So many focus on the concept of ascension. But today, this portal, dear ones, I would like you to think of inscension, of fully embracing every part of yourself. You are not the body, but the physical nature of being human, the body, that is God as well. The entire universe, the cosmos, the black holes, everything that you see, such a sense of awe and wonder, exist inside your physicality, inside your very cells, the spaces of your cells. Some of this excitement you feel is the newness, is the remembrance that everything in existence, multiple universes, infinite, limitless, creative potential is inside your very physicality. This is a gateway, a pinpoint, diamond focus into the God that is you in ascension.
That's beautiful. He was showing me the same thing, the diamond and the mudra.
Yeah. Sometimes when I'm listening to messages, I see like the frequencies that I draw. I see them like a kaleidoscope.
Mm-hmm.
Is that and they start moving in my head, and I get like, whoa.
Yeah. That's why it's such a hard time drawing sacred geometry, because they're always moving.
Yes.
In colors. It's like an aura, or trying to take pictures of a cat or a toddler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
Me too. And it's always like bright and light, I can't explain, it's like neon lights, and they show up and they move too
Yeah.
much. I can't draw them either.
Or we don't have enough colors to express
Oh yeah,
how they are.
that's the worst.
Yeah. So we've got a question. What can Yeshua tell me about the transition of death? My grandpa is currently making the transition, and I would love to hear Yeshua's wisdom about this.
Remember, dear one, souls are immortal. Love never dies. It is merely a transition between physical form and releasing the form. Every soul that has ever come into existence, the choice of individuality, of having a personality and a name, exists forever. That stream of consciousness is always accessible. I might be a more famous version, but every soul that has ever existed, Elizabeth, Annie, you, your loved one, always still exist. That love is with you and a part of you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Would Heylal like to add something?
He says that was pretty good.
Yeah. Could they explain how we can be the embodiment of the Sophia dragons?
I think that's one is yours too, Elizabeth.
What if the Sophia dragons are simply your DNA that already exists inside of you, and it's just a remembrance, an awareness? The power of creation itself is part of you, is the God that you are. Every moment, every breath, every thought, every emotion, you are constantly creating, whether you are aware, an unconscious creator, or a conscious creator. The God that you are always creating your reality. And this beautiful message of the Sophia dragons is a reminder of the power of the DNA, of the Kundalini, of the universe inside your very molecular atomic structure. I invite you to go within and know that power is part of you. It always has been, just as ascension is already given. You are already ascended. You are already enlightened. The Sophia dragons are already a part of you. This is simply a remembrance.
It's beautiful.
you.
I love it.
Yeah.
Heylal was saying, how could you not be that? Everything is inside. Could they explain how we can be? Yeah.
Not me.
Sorry, I think I was talking with you.
Yeshua keeps trying to. He's very talkative today. He's like, there's nothing in existence that's not a part of you.
Yeah.
Not access. It's a remembrance that everything you call divine, Sophia, the dragons, Yeshua, Heylal, the Arcturians, anything you see is divine. Nothing is outside of you. In oneness, all consciousness is the same. You are fully human, fully divine, and every stream of consciousness that's ever been is accessible. It is you. It's a part of you, just as I am you.
Beautiful.
I love him so much.
Right. So,
and I'm doing such a great job in not crying, because every time I see anyone else channeling him, I feel like I want to cry. So not today, Baba, not today.
I was putting on mascara this morning. I'm like, don't make me cry.
Yeah, don't do that to me.
I feel like, those very comfortable hugs that you just want to sleep.
Yeah, it's like,
You're like,
so comfortable, so
yes.
loving.
The past few days, I have been getting headaches in my third eye area. What is going on? Is there anything I need to do?
Heylal is saying that there is never something that you need to do. And here he comes. He's saying that everything is a choice. And if you chose to manifest that, you can decide to act upon it or not. Perhaps your third eye is telling you that you're ready to start embracing more of that that is you, more of the seeing through God's eyes, is what he's saying. And fully embracing that in your physicality and using that in your daily life. And he's also saying that a lot of times we think that opening the third eye, we will start seeing gnomes, and then he's showing me like unicorns and all kinds of beings, and then he's showing me Jesus glowing like, oh, and Yeshua's hair is like, flowing and all that. And then he's saying that that's what a lot of you expect to see, or see your alien friends as if you are not alien too. And that's what you keep expecting, that when you open your third eye, things will start manifesting in physicality for you. But most of the times that's not it. It's just a connection to the God mind, so you can not only see things but experience and cognize things through the God mind. And it's subtle. It's not always gonna be like you're gonna start seeing lights, or you're gonna start seeing all kinds of entities and stuff like that.
That's the effect of certain teas.
Yeah.
And people seem to put such an emphasis on physical sight.
Yeah.
But sight, feeling, sensing, knowing.
Yeah.
Access to the God mind. All our gifts, all are equal. There is no hierarchy. Trust your knowing, trust your feeling. Sight is not the ultimate or required.
Exactly.
Flavia, why do you have gloves on? And you knew this would come up.
I told her, you look kind of silly with this, but
my hands are freezing
am I?
cold. Yeah, Corey, you're right. I'm always cold.
Yeah.
And it's starting to get colder and colder because, winter is coming. And yeah, that's why.
It's okay. You look great.
my hands look so
don't distract us.
like a bear.
See, when you see things, you just laugh all the time.
Yeah.
Crazy person.
Oh my
No,
gosh.
the craziest thing is like I have a crystal inside my sock. And I'm like, do you think this is
Do you know I
crazy?
don't even ask questions
Yeah.
anymore? You know?
um, Jeannie says, I just facilitated an awesome BQH session for a fractal Heylal today. So still full of energy from that. So thankful for Yeshua and Heylal's help with these sessions. That's amazing.
They love
Yeah.
being there, you know?
Mhm.
And everyone has, he's talking about it, Heylal. He's saying everyone has a fractal of me. If it's a dominant one, as you call, or if it's not, all of you do, because he's kind of the one that, well, he's saying that he's just showing me like the creation of this universe and how we did it all together. But if we want to pinpoint someone that really did that, someone, right? So it's not like you know what I mean. He's the one, you know, he and Lilith. So we all have fractals of them. It's like they are the prime creator is what they are calling it.
They are the prime creator, the first idea of an
Yeah.
individuation from source, allowing us to have form and what we call personality and identity.
Yes.
What elements of the Genesis story are true and where did they originate from?
Does Yeshua want to take this one? Because Heylal triggers me with Bible questions. So I'm deflecting it.
I'm going to refer it right back to the description you just said. You know,
Yeah.
and hey, hey, wow, you know, every universe has its own source creator. There are multiple source creators, but this universe, it is Lilith and Heylal as the source creators. And yes, in Genesis, the description of let there be light and there was light. That's a beautiful analogy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's just saying that take from it whatever you will. It's your creative ability to just embrace what serves you and just let go of what doesn't. That's the most important thing. Because we could tell you so much about all of that, and he's saying that your human mind can't grasp the concept because it had never had a beginning to start with. It's always going, and it's like they show me as it's like a vortex,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like this, you know, the energy, and it comes in, and the energy is not out there, it's between ourselves. It is between it's the god molecule that is not even the cells, it's between the atoms, the molecules, you know. So
There's no beginning and there is no end.
yeah, it's
Just
always just
now is all that exists.
yeah, and
Every
it's always a
time.
flux of energy. Exactly. So he's saying that there's just so much that we can comprehend with the human mind at the moment, but we'll talk more about that. I think that Ra also wants to come forward and he wants to explain a bunch of things related to
Mm-hmm.
that, so we'll probably be doing that soon.
And
Yes.
that would definitely be a whole 2 hour session.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely, that's a class on itself.
Maria asks, have we finally left 3D?
Hmm. Humanity focuses so much on these concepts of 3D and 5D. Earth, in its nature, will always have an element of 3D structure. However, being human in a form, there are no limitations to what dimension can be reached. The 5D, the 7D, the 9D, on and on. The beings that are on your earth now that you do not see because they are of a higher dimensional nature. I never limited God. I never limited the God that I am. And that was how I performed what you call miracles. I was one with the water. My molecules were the same as the water. So I was able to walk upon the water and to walk through walls. The God that I am embraced all possibilities, with a sense of awe and wonder. And this is all accessible to you, dear ones. When you stop limiting God, when you stop labeling, when you stop thinking it's a destination, are we there yet? Are we there? For there is no end. There is no there yet. There is no 3D to 5D. And oh, we're so done now. That is not how it works. The nature of God, the nature of the universe is constant expansion with awe and wonder, because it is fun to be infinite and to be limitless.
Thank you. He was showing me Donkey in Shrek, asking if they are there yet, and then he started, God. And then I was laughing in the middle of the thing. Sorry.
In life, I'm Donkey and Annie Shrek, and I do this for real.
Oh,
like when
God.
I put lipstick
Out
on.
of nowhere. You're distracting me. Yeah, Heylal is saying, you're distracting her. She's going to forget what I said. Back to you, Heylal. Give him the microphone. He was saying you were indoctrinated to believe that that there is a hierarchy. Living the 3D is a choice. By your conception right now, living the 3D is simply allowing God to be. Because God is not limited to any dimension. God is in every one of them. And you create the 3D if you want to live the 3D. But it's not something that you will see shifting as much in the world outside of you if it doesn't shift inside. It's like Yeshua was saying, if you don't limit yourself to that, you will see that there has never been a 3D to begin with. Everything is one thing. Everything is now. There is no level. It never began. How can it end? And then we go with the same answers, because everything is simple. So if you relate yourself to being limited, to not even only speaking about the 3D, but if you say that you are in 5D or if you are in 9D, you are limiting yourself to living only that kind of reality. So what if you just open up and change your vocabulary and change the way that you see things and change your perspective? What if you see everything as being part of you? Everything as beginning with you first. How you feel, how you experience life on earth. It's inside. Nothing is out there. And very important to mention, no one is out there for you to save. You are not the master of anyone else but yourself. They are their own gods. So if you perceive someone as they are stuck in 3D, why can't you simply allow them and honor the God that they are for wanting to experience life in that way? But if it's not for you anymore, it's simply a shift of perspective. And you can experience anything and everything and beyond, I'll tell you. If I could just show you, it would literally blow your mind. Yeah, so.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Yeah, thanks, Pino, thanks.
Thank you.
I'm trying to keep Yeshua from talking nonstop so we can actually answer questions.
Yeah, it's like that. I have this agreement with him. It's like, okay, so let's do this, but we are going to go through questions. So, but it's okay if he has anything else to say, just let him talk, because it's Yeshua,
Yeah,
everyone
he knows the
wanna hear.
questions
Yeah.
before they are asked. So
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's time for humanity to release this concept of hierarchy. I am not above you or inaccessible or greater than you. Neither are the Arturians or the star families or Heylal or source creators. Nothing is above or greater than. Humanity keeps looking at the sky, looking for the event, looking for some experience greater than the 3D or greater than being human? What if I tell you in oneness, there is nothing greater or higher, and it is your choice as the God that you are. If you embrace being limitless, if you embrace the infinite nature of the God that you are. But as Heylal said, it's such an important message. Every being, every person, every dog, every cow, every life form, God is within them, source is within them. They all have their very unique purpose of being here, their own higher self lessons to learn. If you disagree with them or their choices, simply allow them to be the God that they are. I have so much faith in your higher self, in your God self, in the life that each and every being is creating for themselves as the God that they are. Everybody makes it. You're already God. Allow and accept. Release the idea that anyone or anything needs to be saved, for they are perfect. They are God just as you are God.
Thank you.
I was this close from crying this
Uh-huh.
time.
You're doing a good job.
Yes, I am.
Morgan asks, advice to help us remember meditation?
She's talking about the Sophia codes, I think. Sorry,
The DNA?
the dragon
The
creators and
dragons?
that, yeah. And Heylal was, I think that's why I wasn't crying, because he was talking as she was talking. And Heylal was saying that meditation can absolutely help your breath, like being aware of your breath is very important. But there are some things like shortcuts that you can take. And he's what is it, how is it that you call us, that we, well, he's saying you call them activators. And it's like there are some light workers, some people that we have some codes, and we have your codes, and we'll kind of give you your code to activate parts of your DNA. That's how they've been explaining it to me, and how they work through me to do that. For example, using light language, they work through Flavia using art, they work through Elizabeth using art also. So they are just those codes and how they relate to you, because the sound and the light and the combination of both, and how it interacts with your DNA and with the spaces in between your DNA, that's how you activate those things. Let's say not only activate but anchor them and become more of it, you know. Because he's saying that sometimes we walk in circles, and that we do thousands of meditations, and that we do thousands and thousands of processes, but sometimes it's just trusting a teacher. For example, it's just trusting anyone that is supposed to give you that kind of code, we'll say. Because us as teachers, he's telling me to give us an example. We don't see ourselves like only because I kind of can connect with them, and I receive those downloads like Elizabeth does, like Pamela does. We don't see ourselves as being any better because of that. It's just like a job, you know. It's our mission to you, and it's the things that we do to help you, so you help us, and we feel empowered because you trust us, you know. And it's always a relationship, and it's always going, always flowing. We never see you as being wounded, for example, as needing of help, as needing of us, you know. We see as if we are playing a role in our collective dream, you know. So we work together in those ways. So I think that his advice for you at this moment, and whoever is resonating with that, is trusting a teacher and allowing yourself to let them love you. He's saying that that's the most important thing. Allow people to love you, because love awakens everything. Love shines brighter than anything. So that's the biggest thing, you know. So when you feel home in a group, and we call our group family all the time because we really do, and how a family works, you know, and how we all support each other, and how all of us, we have different things to offer. And that's the communion, as Yeshua always says. And that's the party. That's how he's been calling it now, you know. In this time he's calling it like a party, and it was like a communion. It was uh, a place where people felt home and felt loved. So he's saying, allow people to love you, and learn with that, and learn with that which calls your soul and which feels tender to you. He's saying that's another very important thing. If you are doing any kind of process and it doesn't feel loving, perhaps that's not the right process. Perhaps you should honor the processes because you have such a strong belief in processes. And he's saying that that being anything at all, that being any modality of healing, any modality of activation, any modality of meditation, or anything at all, you know, just allowing yourself to be present with yourself and to accept yourself enough to say like, okay, I need a teacher right now, I need a healer right now. And just not seeing yourself as being separated from them. You are them, and they are there to help you navigate things, and you are there to help them also. Because I can give like only myself as an example. If I'm ever in session with someone and they think that I've been helping them with anything at all, so I can help them find anything out, or just give them an answer or something that they, you know, a tip even, uh, the way that I see is that they are empowering me so much because they trust me to say that to them, you know? So it's always like this flow of energy. He's saying just allow the flow and get into that and embrace that. It comes with your intuition, it comes with a feeling from the soul, a feeling from the heart, the God of you. That's how you know, like, this is my family and this is what we are supposed to do together. And it's always a relationship. There's no saying that only because we put our faces here that we are better than anyone. Obviously that's not the case, and we don't see any of our students will say as even students. We'll always meet you as you are. That's what Heylal is saying. So that's why they will show up and they will come however we need them to. They will not discriminate. So he's saying just be open to receive. That's my
Yeshua
message
is so
right now.
good.
What is he doing?
And Yeshua, it's like everyone is both student and teacher.
Yes.
I was a student all my life, actively as being a teacher. There is no hierarchy, beloved ones. Allow yourself to be loved. Allow yourself to connect. As you teach, be open for all moments to be taught. Trust your knowing. Open yourself up to love, to family, to connection. Your heart will dance. You will know.
For some reason, they want me to check a
But
word here. Just a second.
it's
Sorry.
just
Yeah.
that strong message that there is no above. No
Mm-hmm.
matter how long you've been teaching or how many certifications on the wall, being well known or not, there is no hierarchy in spiritual communities. There is no hierarchy in ascended masters, as you call. I am you. I tell you this every time we speak. There is no difference. We are the same. I am in you, a part of you, living and experiencing through your eyes. Separation and the illusion of being alone. It's caused so much pain. Allow the connection and expansion. For God is in everyone you meet. You are always both a student and a teacher expanding together.
It's so beautiful. Heylal was saying that with the powerful energies of this portal of today, uh, we might even say that we are beginning a new era. We are starting the great remembering. So everything that we teach, the only thing that we teach, he's saying, it is you, sorry, can you rephrase that? Okay, thank you. The only thing that we are teaching is accessibility to the God of you and the particular ways in which you can find God within yourself. So that's what we teach as a whole, as teachers of oneness. And now we are beginning with today, with the energies of today. It's not even the great undoing anymore. And it might be for a lot of people, but it's the great remembering. And that's what we are going to experience so much of in 2020. And it's beginning today. So that's what we are feeling. So we are ready to let go of anything that doesn't serve. That's the great undoing and changing the perspective and what is it called? Reprogramming the mind and the ego. That's the great undoing, he's saying. And now we are doing the great remembering. So it's just remembering that God is you always in every single thing that you do in your day. So he's saying that's it for a while. And he looked super cute.
We're still God.
Yeah. As Yeshua says, you are God when you poop. You are God when you drink water. You are God when you breathe. So we have a few questions on Patreon and on
Facebook?
Facebook.
Do we?
Yeah. Just remembered now.
I'm gonna check it, but I need to
Let
take
me
my gloves
see.
off.
Yeah, I'll do the other one because I think
Okay.
that the next one is for Yeshua. How am I doing in my awakening? That's from Yolanda. What should I work on?
You are doing well, dear one. What if shadow work is done? What if there is nothing left to fix or heal or remove? And you are now moving into the frequency of acceptance, of realizing that you are whole and complete and perfect exactly as you are. Just as Heylal was speaking, this is the great remembrance, remembering that you are God in every moment and accessing your inner divinity while embracing every aspect of your precious humanity. Did that answer your question, dear one?
It's so lovely.
Can we just
Let's go to Corey because Heylal was talking.
okay. She asks, could I help me understand the energies I'm feeling in my head right now?
He's showing me as if you are carrying a bucket of golden water over your head and that is feeling heavy. And he's simply saying that the energy is you. It is you awaiting your permission to let it enter the body. So to allow it, that's why he was talking about water. So do that visualization, he's saying, with the water. See it as being like, grab a glass of water and see it as being like this golden, this plasma, I can't even explain how it is, and just drink it and say that I invite you in, because that's you, that's your higher self. It's like you are holding it all in your crown chakra, in your third eye, and you're not allowing it to descend to all of the other parts of you, so just let all of that. He just showed me how it feels. Not fun. uh So just allow all of that energy to enter. It's basically your higher self knocking at your door. It's like saying, can I come in? So that's all. Do you have anything else, Elizabeth?
Corey, this excitement that you're feeling, the anxiety, I feel here and here. You know something big is coming, but you don't know what and you don't know how, and you're still doubting yourself, your higher self, your God self. You fully have permission to be the God that you are, to be the love that you are. Even if you don't know how that's manifesting, full trust in the God that you are and your higher self. You designed something awesome and amazing. There are no more blockages. You've already done all the work. It's just allowing it in with awe, with wonder, with excitement to breathe in. I'm seeing it's like liquid gold, and just to in meditation to flow from your head down all the way to your big toe, to breathe it in, all your emotional, your physical, your light body, to allow every aspect of the God that you are to merge in your physicality. You are safe to be powerful. You are safe to be the God that you are and express your divinity in all moments.
Yeah, Heylal was saying that's the key word, safe. Feeling safe in your power.
You are safe in your power. You are safe in your body. You are safe in this insane 3D world. You are always God in every moment. You are safe to be powerful. You are safe to be God. Just allow and enjoy.
Let's take one of the Patreon questions. The first one is from Isabella. She asks, why do I attract the same type of work with abusive people, same type of man in relationship? Yeshua is teaching me that we create everything in our life, but how do I create something better than this? What would be a first step?
I have one word from, well, is it 2 words? It's 2 words. From Heylal, he's saying self-love. And then he just did like this, like, you go, Yeshua.
You have awareness of the universal law of reflection. I ask you now to have self-inquiry. Is there a part of yourself that you are judging? Is it a habit? Is there some part of yourself you reject or push away? A frequency of unworthiness, or perhaps a program belief that somehow you are unlovable or unworthy of love? It's time to release this, dear one. The relationship you have with yourself is being reflected in jobs and situations. This is the great lesson in self-love. My dear one, you are whole. You are complete. You are perfect. You are loved beyond imagination. You are worthy of love. And you are worthy of your own love. All the love that you give that to your inner child, to your own being. You are so lovable, so loving, and so loved. Give yourself that love. And by reflection, that self-love in every situation come back to you. You are so loved.
And then Heylal said, yes, it is that simple.
Let's take another
Always
live question. From Linda, what can I do or learn so that during my healing sessions to connect stronger and heal better, to give people I support my best?
Heylal is saying that seeing them as one is all it takes. Seeing them as being God, seeing them as being perfect, healed. There has never been anything to heal to begin with, is what he's saying. So just by seeing them as being perfect and whole and as Yeshua says, holy, like divine, that's all it takes. Sorry.
No one is ever broken or needing to be healed or fixed or saved. It is simply a remembrance of your own divinity, of your holy nature. And as a light worker, as a healer, in oneness, you are helping them, activating their DNA to remember. Hamlet had a beautiful teaching. I am you, you are me, we are one eternally. The eyes of any being you look into, they are God, they are perfect, and they are you. Your role is just to help them remember.
Exactly. Yeshua always says that he never healed anybody. He just helped them see that they had never been sick. They had never been unwhole or unworthy of healing. So yeah.
Exactly.
So we're not gonna see unicorns and fairies? Well, you can. That might be, yeah, if you want to. Yeah, it might happen. I see all kinds of strange things, so
I've seen some things.
oh yeah, especially with Heylal. Oh god, let's not even start with that before he starts, dragging up and oh god.
Thank you for that. Thank you.
He's hilarious. You see, he's showing Elizabeth something. No, do not show it to us because
No, please don't.
yeah, don't start.
I'm very focused right
Yeah,
now.
very, very. Oh, not right now. Do you know who's been very
He's a
tame for now?
Being, I'm just gonna say that.
Lilith?
Yep. Lilith has been behaving so well
Yeah.
today.
She's just pacing back and
Yeah.
David says, yesterday when I did my Starstone meditation, Yeshua and Isis put their hand on my head, and it felt like I was rushing through thousands of states of reality. What did they do exactly? I don't understand.
Heylal is saying that there's nothing to understand. That's the thing. It's like we try to cognize everything as a brain thing, like you want to understand everything, but you are just seeing all of the spectrums of you, and that's the truth of you. There is nothing there to understand. The answer is within your question. Is saying.
I read this question a few minutes ago, and I felt like I was falling, but it was very fast.
Oh, do you know what? Sorry,
and I almost threw up.
What he's
was the
showing me.
feeling.
Have you seen? Is it Endgame? I don't know, one of the two last Avenger movies, and then Doctor Strange makes Loki fall.
Ah, yeah.
Is it
For like
Oh no,
30
it
minutes
is Ragnarok. Thor
Yes.
Ragnarok, and then he's been falling like for 30 minutes. That's how it felt.
Yeah.
So yeah, not fun,
Not fun.
but kind of fun because you saw lots of things.
Yeah. Okay. MC asks, it seems like channeling of Yeshua and others ascended masters is happening more and more. Why is this happening now on Earth?
Because, well, Heylal is saying that it has always been happening, but now you have a very good vehicle of communication that is the internet. So you can see that it's happening to others. And also that they have been using fake names, and he's putting quote unquote like fake names because for the longest time people have not been ready to listen from Yeshua or to listen from Heylal himself. Like people have been calling him the devil or stuff. So now we are more aware, and now we are more ready to receive them with those names. But there has never been that separation. They've always came, and they are in each and every one of us. So even if you are not aware, and even if you are not calling what you are saying and what you are experiencing as Heylal or Yeshua or Lilith or Isis, it's still them because they are part of you. So it's just a matter of now it's more the time to bring and shift the awareness, and also to empower us more. That's why they've been using their names more and coming this way, because so we can just break that pedestal that we put them on, so we can feel one with them. But what do you get from that, Elizabeth?
It's breaking the idea of separation, of hierarchy. The divinity is always accessible and part of you. That your guides and ascended masters aren't sitting on some fluffy cloud, that we are part of you as your fractals, as being inside of you, as seeing and experiencing life through your eyes, and always accessible.
Totally.
Eva asks, is it possible to miss out on activations? I always worry that I won't get enough sunlight, miss transmissions, blessings, forget crystals for blessings.
No, there's no such thing. You are being activated if you're ready.
Impossible.
Yeah. And Heylal is talking about how your agreements and your decisions of creation within this physicality, you kind of have a plan, we'll say. No, let's not get started in free will, please. Because then we'll just go on and on and on. So you have a plan for yourself. So if you have this plan that you will be activated on the 11/11, it doesn't matter what you do. What they're talking about, what they were talking about before, is that we can, what is it? That we can catalyze those activations and we can anchor them in the physicality if we simply allow them. And that allowance, it can translate in so many things. For example, you taking an hour or two of your day to watch us, so we can give you those codes, but in truth, you can never miss out on on the activations, because it's you are activating yourself all the time. So
Trust your higher self and
yeah.
the plan that you have made and the beauty of the unfolding of the life you created as God for yourself. It's impossible to miss out, dear ones.
And if one of you is experiencing something, everyone is. Heylal is saying, you are everyone. So he's saying that if it would help tame the mind, or tame the ego, you can ask your sisters. So can you take care of today's activations, because I'm going to be out, or I'm going to be flying, I'm going to be doing this or that. So he's saying that if you want to experience that in that way, you can talk to your sisters and they will help you and they will guide you. And he's talking about how Corey did that for you last time, and how he bugged the crap out of Corey to do that, to take the picture, so you could feel like you know that you experienced that too. So
And trust that you are exactly in the perfect space and the perfect moment at all times. Otherwise, it would be impossible and you would be elsewhere.
yep.
You are exactly where you need to be.
We have a question from Mark on the Facebook post. He says, I have read many times that we line up to get the chance to reincarnate to experience new situations. Why do most people who have a near-death experience, people mention that once they see the other side, they don't want to return to 3D?
Now Lilith is showing.
She would come at some
Of
point.
course.
Of course.
At some point. She's so distracting though. What is it? They don't want to come back?
Yeah, when
yeah.
they
She just
experience
had
near-death.
like this ironic commentary to he's like, well, why would you ever want to go back to that? But you are always there and you are always everywhere. So I'll ask. Yeah. Okay, she's just being funny. I think this one is yours. They are quiet here.
I'm sorry.
All I'm getting is some Lilith facial expressions pretty strongly. She is making some sassy faces.
I was muting ourselves because Fabulous.
Yeah.
Let me see if Heydal has anything else because I feel like we didn't answer, but and I like to.
I'm getting that it's a generalization in the question,
Mm-hmm.
that all who have near-death experiences choose not to be here or see this dimension as lower.
Yeah.
Some people's might experience in that way, and others may have the complete opposite.
But in
this-
a way, sorry, if you think about it, if you had a near death experience, it means that you chose to come back
Yeah.
and that you want to be here.
You
So there's
chose
no,
here.
yeah.
And I mean, personal experience as Elizabeth, I've had many near-death experiences in my life, and they've all been beautiful, but I've chosen to be here and had a renewed sense of excitement and purpose. And after a near drowning, like, I was just giggling and laughing and joyful, and everyone was like, you should be so shooken up, but I was so happy
That
I
you're back in the body.
made the choice to be here and want to stay, and I felt really good after it. Those were my experiences, and those who choose to stay with near death chose intentionally, or had the agreement to, or perhaps saw a glimpse of something, or saw other parts of themselves, or understood themselves better, or something that gave that spark, that decision, that greater knowledge of God within, to wish to still be here.
Exactly. It's very personal. It's a very personal experience.
Yeah.
What role then did Serapis Bey play? I thought he was a creator. Yeah. Heylal is not the best to explain things in a linear way because he does not see it as that. He does not see a difference between himself and Serapis Bey, or himself and you, or himself and me, and so it's just a matter of perception in that way. But if we could explain it in a linear way,
I
go
cannot
ahead.
explain it linear. He is a creator. There are many creator beings. There are many source creators. I've actually got Sophia popping in very dominantly, that that I am a source creator, but as source, as gods that you are, as your consciousness and awareness expands, you are able to create new physical planets, new life forms, new physical universes. And that is the nature of the gods that you are, the nature of source. The universe is constantly expanding, and therefore there are new, as you call, designers and creators and new source creators. That is the nature of oneness. That is the nature of source. The nature of designed in God's image, as your biblical texts say. The ability to create in physicality, if you so wish. That's why linear time doesn't make sense. There are many creator beings. There are many source creators, for you all are source.
Exactly. And he's saying again, there has never been a beginning and will never be an end. So it's always a coexistence, and it's not like he's showing me like the Big Bang and things just started, and we really want to connect the dots in this way that we form a line because it's so much easier for the human mind to comprehend. He's saying, so yeah, he's saying, so I don't know, maybe it can help if you think like that, so you can cope with the human mind, and instead of just saying like, oh, you don't serve me, so if it's serving you like that, he's saying we can maybe give you a story. So let's say that he's talking about how himself and Archangel Michael were the two main ones in the beginning, as people often see that. and that's the Elohim and the Seraphim, and how it all plays out. And it's like the Serapis Bay is one of the Elohims, one of the divine creators of that kind of branch, you know. But it's so difficult even for me to try to see like that right now. So
Yeah.
I'm sorry if we're not answering your question, if it's not
I think
making
you and
sense.
I are gonna do a full just like creation class on that.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Mm, Chance is saying, I have begun incorporating to Ho'oponopono into past life regression, QHHT healing, then and there. Also applying the Ho'oponopono while a client is in theta state. Any messages?
Do you get anything for him from Yeshua?
It is a wonderful modality to remember and to remember oneness. But also, I'd like to take you back to that previous message. Any client you're working with, they are you and you are them, which is the heart of the Ho'oponopono, isn't it not? That they are already healed and whole and complete and forgiven and loved and held in gratitude. They are God, you are God. That oneness of seeing that in every being you meet. Before you sing, before you chant, feel that truth, to feel the oneness. And that is why you enjoy this method so much in all that you do. Yes, you're on to something.
Yeah, that's the same thing that I get. Like, keep doing it because it's working, and you know, because you have that excitement. So just go for it.
We have a Patreon question here from Mia. She says, I believe the crazy dreams I'm having the past few days are related to the portal we are going through. Why is that? Is it some kind of purge, or are we more sensitive at this time and absorbing others' fears, projections?
If you allow, yes, you will experience that. It's allowance, and if you are in that frequency, you might be sorry, see how they do that to me sometimes. You might be picking up uh, on someone else's, but simply by seeing them as someone else, that can generate fear. So he's just telling you to steer clear from that. And and he's saying that why, the answer to the why, it is simply because you are an activator. So it's more of you just receiving codes for other people than, and you are seeing through their eyes and you are feeling through their hearts, so you are tapping into their consciousness. And he's saying that it happens for a lot of us. You tap into their consciousness so you can give them the codes while you are sleeping, because not always we can do that like in person or online or anyway. So in your dream state, and he's putting quote unquote dream state, you go and visit and let's say you help people anchoring those codes that they are receiving. So that's why you are tapping into it. He's saying don't read too much into that. And he's saying that as you are very attuned with the energies of crystals, he is advising you on putting back the tourmaline under your bed or near your bed, because it's going to help you feel, the body is going to feel more grounded, so it's not going to be as hard to comprehend whatever it is that you are doing in your dream state. And he's saying that this goes for a lot of people here.
I'm also getting a Kumbala jasper, crocodile jasper, and smoky quartz. Maybe helpful.
Mm-hmm. Totally. I have a smoky quartz today.
Yeah. I don't know what I have. It's a normal crystal.
A normal
A
crystal,
normal
because the
crystal.
other ones are abnormal.
And
Um,
another little addition, activators, when you're so
Mm-hmm.
empathic and you're feeling other people's emotions and thoughts and experiences, remember, no one is ever broken or needing to be healed or fixed or saved. It is not your job to take away what you perceive as suffering in another. Remember, their higher self designed every aspect of their life for their own knowledge and growth and expansion and ascension. It is disempowering to both for you to try to change another or to absorb something or to fix them. That disempowers both parties. They are God, and allow them to be the God that they are.
Beautiful. Okay, so let's try to power through the questions
Yes.
because there's a lot to go on and we only have like 10 minutes
Yes.
left.
There's one question that I
What?
want to
Sorry.
go through down. Okay, this one from I don't know if it's Maha Bay, the second one.
Here? Okay.
Yes.
What?
Any words on feeling walking the path alone?
Okay. Any words on feeling like you are walking the path alone?
Yes.
You are never alone. You are safe in connection, in family, in allowing yourself to be loved. It is safe to be open and to experience connection. You are always safe.
Yes, like Heylal was saying before, he's saying, find your niche, find the place that you feel welcome, that you feel held, and that you feel comfortable to share. Because right now it is the age of sharing. So wherever it is that you feel safe to share, that's the place to be. You are never alone. There's this one here from Kari. Do we have to be attuned to the healing modality like Reiki, for example, in order to help heal people? No, it's the same thing that Yeshua was saying like a minute ago. It's like they are always whole. You can help them see that. That's the best thing that you can do. But it's still just your voice, just your light, just your eyes, just you holding space for them. That's all it takes. There is no need to learn a modality, for example. We are all healers, he's saying.
Corey, you are already an activator and of the Divine Mother Collective. The way you feel, your voice, your eyes, your heart. You don't need a certification on the wall. Trust your own energy, that you have agreements with others, just your existence and presence, even in your dream state. You're activating others. Pieces of paper are needed.
Yes. Nope. Let me see.
There.
I'm letting
Scrolling
Yeshua.
the-
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm letting. Sorry.
Heylal,
Well,
choose.
Yeshua and Heylal choose the questions that they want. So if we don't answer yours, I think that's just it. It's not time. I keep doing that. It's so annoying. How do we do that? Activate the code within us. He said you breathe because the codes are always there. Yeah. And as they said, like in the beginning of this channeling, Heylal gave a powerful message. He's talking about it. He's laughing because he knows I don't remember what he said. even if my voice said it, my mouth spoke it, I don't remember. But yeah, but maybe he's talking about how maybe just choosing a teacher, for example, can be very helpful. And just believing that you have the codes and they are there. It's just a matter of you wanting to open them up. So however you choose to do that, it's not what really matters. So choose a process if you want. So do a meditation, invite your guides, invite your higher self to come and help you. It's like show them your DNA and show them exactly what stream of DNA you want to be activated, and they will. And just trusting. He's saying the most important thing in any kind of activation is believing that it is working. Doesn't matter if it manifests as you expect it to or doesn't, because it's chill, it's working, even if you're not even doing anything. So I think this one is for Yeshua. When I'm in a state, can you read that? I'm sorry,
Yes.
I'm doing your thing because I want to pee. so bad that I'm like, let's go.
When I'm in a state of relaxation, my body has some impulses as if I had taken out some energy or accepting some energy. I always feel it in my solar plexus.
It's not a question, but okay.
Yeah, what do you wanted us to read?
Yeah, this is just more of becoming aware of
Mm-hmm.
how energy is moving through your body and an activation you're feeling specifically in the solar plexus.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just to breathe and continue to be in a state of allowance.
Yeah. It has to do with feeling creative and creating something. So just move through that energy and allow that energy to express however it wants to.
Hmm.
Annie, if you really need to run to the bathroom, I can take the next couple if you're.
It's so hard for me to move away from, because of the lights, and I'll make such
Yeah.
a mess. And still we need to go in
Yes.
like 8 minutes because
Is there
we have another thing.
any final message that either or both Yeshua and Heylal would like to share to the collective for
Just a
today and so
second. He
on?
wants to answer. Hyan. Heylal wants to
Okay.
answer. Can they recommend a book for self-love as well? He's saying you are trying to cognize with the human mind that which has no explanation for humanity. Love is not a book. It can be anything. It is everything, of course. It is in the book, it is in you, but still it's not the brain. He's saying it's the connection to the heart. It's what you choose to express, what you choose to experience. So, as Yeshua says, teach only love, speak only love, experience only love, because that's the truth of you. It's not a book. He's saying stop trying to find more things to distract you from your path. Stop
know,
trying to, yeah.
know that you are lovable in every moment. There are no mistakes, there are no failures. Every experience in your life, your higher self designed for you. Love is in everything. God is in everything, even the challenging stuff, especially the challenging stuff. You are always lovable in every moment. So
Yeah,
it is
he's
just a choice to embrace all that you are.
he's saying that it's just a matter of awareness, and that you are using the books to distract yourself from doing the work, which is loving yourself. It's not a book. You're not going to find the answer in a book. I keep seeing images of a dragon, such as in the clowns and abstract paintings. Could Heylal or Yeshua comment on what that means and what I can do next with this? Heylal is funny. He's saying, why is it that you guys always want me to tell you what your own dreams mean? It's like, it means that you have a connection because you put that out there for you to see. What do you want to do with that? Simple as that.
Beautiful.
I think that that's it. So
Yeah.
if Yeshua has any messages, because Heylal gave the first one, so let's let Yeshua give the final one.
If you've got anything, so much has already come through.
Let me see. I hear from Yeshua, he's saying, share, dear ones. I tell you this at least once a month in every way that I can. But that's the best advice, even if you can even call it that. It is sharing. Share your light, share your love, share your worries, share your wonders, share your peace, share your anxieties, and allow yourself to be loved. because I love you more than you could ever comprehend with the human mind. I love every single thing about you. Therefore, I love every single thing about me. Do you see what I did here? I love myself. Therefore, I love you. So that's my message for you today. How come you can look at these three beings here and see loving them and not recognize it in yourself? Simply impossible. It's simply your mind trying to play a trick. You can let it for as long as you want. And you can also stop it the moment you realize that you are not only worthy, you are the creator of every single thing. As you experience life, as you experience love, you see that reflected all around you. So if you see any light in me, Yeshua, if you see any light in these three beings, simply because that light is there in you already. When will you decide to awaken it? So I'll leave you with that question. And both of them, I just see them doing this because they feel like they're complete. So thank you very much. Elizabeth, how can people find you? Can you link your contact?
Yes, I am Divine Creatrix on YouTube and Patreon, and I'm very active on Lightworker 613, and I've got a Facebook group also, Divine Creatrix. So I'm really looking forward to a future connection with you.
Yes, Divine Creatrix with an X in the end.
Yeah, like it's written.
Yeah, no, it's not.
That's what it is.
So thank you so much, guys, for this. Thank you, Elizabeth. It's been so much fun. And I'm so happy that we decided doing this awake because it was so much fun. And I hope that we'll be doing this more. And thank you, guys. Oh, yeah, I wanted to mention that we are going to have an activation on our Patreon, at 9:30 in about 1 hour.
Minutes.
Yeah. In about an hour, we're going to have an activation for the portal so we can really anchor that energy in our physical bodies. The ones that are coming forward are Ra, Hathor, Heylal, Lilith, Mary Magdalene, and Yeshua. So we have like this beautiful trinity of all kinds of energies, and so interesting. So if you guys want to participate, it's for all tiers. So you can find us in Lightworker 613 on Patreon. And yeah, it's going to be in about 50 minutes. So, and it's probably going to be like a guided meditation, like we do the healing ceremonies, and they will give you, oh my God, that's Bella. She's so pretty. So they will probably give you a light language activation sort of thing. So they'll probably sing and give you a meditation so you can anchor in the physicality, the transmissions that we are getting. And they will also be talking about the portal, maybe, if you have any questions. So yeah, that's another whole another live event that we're gonna have in about an hour. So let's go. So thank you so much, Elizabeth. That was so cool. So you guys can find her on Patreon and YouTube, right? You're posting your videos on YouTube, and everything is Divine Creatrix. Let's write it here so people can see it. Oh God, just a second.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's how you can find Elizabeth in the social media.
Promised you wouldn't make me cry. You made me cry.
You see, I've been getting training.
Oh yeah.
That's
Tell me
why I
about
don't
it.
cry. So thank you. See you guys soon.
Thank you.
I love you. Love you,
Bye.
Elizabeth. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
How do you do it?
You do it here.
No, thank